This video we're going to take a look at Rory Gallagher's solo output between 1971 and 1990. His first solo album was released in May 1971. More or less carries on where Taste left off. It's entertaining. He was branching out as a guitar. It's got Laundromat on it. I Fall Apart, Sinner Boy. These became concert favourites. This is the UMC reissue. The logo is actually one of the worst logos I've ever seen. It looks like it's patching over something. Most of these came out in 2018. Universal. But forgetting all that, the audio quality is very good. Nice picture discs, and there's sleeve notes as well. So yeah, entertaining. And second one from that year, November 71, is Juice. This is a great album. It's a notch above the first one. I'm Not Awake Yet is on that. Really good track. Entertaining. Lots of good guitar on it. And you know, his playing is exceptional. He can just play anything, any style. That's the disc. Discs of the new masters, they're just, printing on them is a bit slightly shoddy. You know, the quality isn't really there compared to there's kind of a cheap feel to them. I don't know. It just, I don't know. Live in Europe. No, this is superb. One of my favorites. I love this. Starts with a bang, and you've got Messing with the Kid, Laundromat. Then there's a few acoustics halfway through. Great. All these albums have bonus tracks as well. Again, picture disc. And there's Rory with his white Telecaster that he used to play slide on. Live in Europe is essential and very entertaining and a must have. And yeah, that's from 72. Blueprint is from 1973. It was released in February of that year. Another fine album. Walking on Hot Coals, that is fantastic. Daughter of the Everglades is very good. Yeah, really branches out. Again, you've got the blues there. Rory was king of the blues. Amazing touch and very vocal with his playing. It's only in the last few years I'm really getting into him more and more, and realizing how brilliant he is. It's just Tattoo. That's another one from 73, November. He's churning out 2 albums a year at this stage. Tattooed Lady, Cradle Rock is on this. Pretty upbeat album. There's a nice bonus track on this called Tucson, Arizona. And the disc is really nice. It's just a bit tasty. I wish the other ones were like that. It's just nice and simple. Yeah. Here's Jerry McAvoy, his bass player. Good album and essential. Next up is the fantastic Irish Tour 74. This was shot on film, and the movie is very interesting. It shows where he's hanging out in Cork and stuff like that. This was released in 74. There's also a box set with all the concerts. He went around the whole country. Walk on Hot Coals on this is fantastic. It's really good. The guitar playing is just, you see him in the video, he's just smiling, playing. Nasty enough disc. Would have been nice to just have silver with the red writing. They kind of put in some picture, I don't know. Doesn't really look that great. Carrying on is 1975's Against the Grain. Things kind of started to change here. It's a little bit smoother production. Let Me In is off this, Cross Me Off Your List. Some nice kind of boogies and kind of jazzy stuff on this. It's not a bad album at all, actually. Yeah. Souped Up Forward is a kind of pure rocky kind of rhythm and blues number. Great guitar playing on it. It's very entertaining. Disc on this one is great. Yeah, here I am complaining about the discs. But that UMC is just, looks like a piece of tape stuck over it. It's a bit ridiculous. Next up is Calling Card, and that's from October 76. It's one of my favourites. Do You Read Me, Country Mile, Moonchild. The riffs on this are fantastic, and the production is quite good. A lot of care was taken in the recording of the album. Good song quality, jackknife beat. I love that. It's kind of a nod to Little Feat. Very laid back, and some fantastic licks on that one. Again, you get a boring kind of disc. That's Rory. Next up is Photo Finish from 1978. There was a gap between the last album and this of about 2 years, but that's not totally true. It was an album recorded in the States, which he wasn't very happy with, and that got slated. And some of the songs were reworked into this. Shane Kicker is on it. Shadow Play. Again, not a fine album. Nice kind of logo for Rory this time. When release sessions appeared on Notes from San Francisco, and this was released in 2011. That was the studio cut. This is a very nice package because there's an American concert there as well, and it's essential really. And if you don't own it, you should get it. It's a missing piece of the puzzle from the mid-70s. Next, Top Priority. This is another rock belter. It's got the Follow Me on it, and Bad Penny. This was pretty popular. Very popular in Germany around this time. Yeah, Another good album by the master of the Stratocaster. Next up is Stagestruck. This is recorded live in 1980. Some old favourites on this. Shin Kicker, Follow Me is on it. Bad Penny, Bought and Sold, Shadow Play, Moonchild, Brute Force and Ignorance. So yeah, it's another live album. They're not as essential as the earlier ones, but still nice to have in a collection. Next up is 1982's Jinx. It's kind of a return to form, straight ahead rocker. He kind of never lost his roots. Nice disc on Jinx. Wouldn't be my favourite, but it's still an interesting album. You know, yeah, he didn't sell out by using modern sounds or synths or any of that kind of nonsense. Still great guitar playing. Yeah. Whoops. Next is the Defender album from 1987. There was a 5-year break, and he was struggling at that point. Still a pretty good album. Again, you know, it's kind of continues great guitar sounds. He was touring at this time, and there's a video from this period live at Cork Opera House, and it's a great concert. And we come to the last one in his lifetime, and that is Fresh Evidence from 1990. Very enjoyable, really good. Kid Gloves, King of Zydeco. No, it's a very good album, surprisingly good. A lot of people say the 70s stuff is the best, but there's some great playing on this, great songs. There he is with his old dobro. Yeah, very good. And then to round it off, we have the BBC sessions, and these again are essential. Great tracks on here. They're concert and studio, and some very long tracks with some great guitar workouts. This was released in 1999, so it's kind of not in his lifetime. But again, you're going to want this. There's stuff coming out all the time, but this is eating and drinking for fans, and yeah, so that's it really. That's Gallagher, Rory, one of the best guitar players of all time, and if you don't have any of his music and you're into rock, solo guitar and blues, you won't be disappointed, because he knocks spots off the rest of them. So till next time, take care, thanks for watching. Feel free to subscribe to my channel.